So today we're going to be looking at a lot of things that you guys need to do and probably don't even realize that you could do this in game to actually make your accuracy a lot better. Now the first thing I want to say, guys, forget settings, okay? We're not going to be looking at settings right now. Settings are not the foundation to perfect accuracy. They do complement accuracy nicely, and if you have good aim, the perfect settings will make you a lot better. But if you struggle with aiming, if you struggle with recoil control, if you struggle with just literally anything like tracking enemies or anything like that, settings aren't going to make you better. There's things you got to do to make yourself better at the game. Now the first one that I'm going to be talking to you guys about is something that I really like, and it's tracking. And tracking is how you follow enemies across the map when they're running around while you're aiming down sights, or even not aiming down sights, just shooting at enemies that are a moving target. As if you need bot lobbies, if you need camos, if you need anything, if you want to get anything unlocked, or you just want to buy bundles cheaper than they are in the Black Ops 6 store, make sure to use MMOEXP. The link will be down in the description below, and I'll save you guys some money on that as well if you use my code. How do you get good at tracking? Because it's pretty hard to actually just stand there and track an enemy and start shooting at them as they're moving really fast. The one thing that I like to do, and I'm going to recommend this to you guys, is stand somewhere like, let's like Nuketown for example, and just point your gun up at one of these gutters right here, okay? So we're going to stay there, and then we're just going to aim all the way across this, go through the center white line, and then back down to this thing right here, and just follow this little pattern over and over again until you could actually follow it really nice and quickly. And don't just stand in the same spot doing that, because that's really easy. Go somewhere else, come closer, and then go like this, and then boom, right down the center, and then come down to this thing right here, and then all the way down the white side right there. Try this. See, I just got off target. You don't want to do that. You want to stay on target, so go nice and slow. It's not a race. Just do this, come back up to the center line right here, and then just cross yourself all the way around. And then once you get really good at this, and I would recommend doing that a few times a day, find a different angle. You could even go right here if you want. But once you get good at this, start doing it while shooting your weapon. As you guys can see, I went really off target. This is my first time doing it today. I didn't play yesterday or today, so it's actually pretty bad. But the slower I go, the more accurate I am. So make sure that you guys are actually going ahead and doing that, because that's one practice that nobody really thinks of. And it doesn't just have to be this area. You can even do it on the Nuketown sign here, just anything that has a nice long surface that goes all the way across. You can even stand up here and follow this thing. This one's nice and big to follow, and just kind of just go like this, follow it across right there, move over to somewhere else. Maybe up here you want to follow this, and then go up this one right there, and just try to do it as fast as you can. And then when you get really fast and it becomes really easy to just stay on target, you'll be really nice, and you'll see how easy it is at tracking people after that. But if you're all over the place, if you can't stay on, if you're going like this and then you go overshoot and then you go like that, you're going to need more practice. That means that you're tracking and probably your sensitivity is not set to the right number. So that's one thing that we could talk about. Another one that I really want to talk to you guys about is, let's leave this match, all right? There's a few things I want to say before we hop into the firing range, all right? One of them is going to be to use classes that you actually make yourself. I know it's really cool to listen to a YouTuber and copy their exact class setup just because they say it's the best class in the whole entire game. It might be, but if you struggle in certain areas that YouTuber or that streamer doesn't struggle in, you're probably not going to have the same results as they do, even if you're using the exact same class setup. So what I would recommend is, if you're having trouble with horizontal recoil, maybe don't put on the compensator like I have right here that helps with vertical recoil. Maybe put on something that's going to give you some sort of horizontal, and as you guys can see right here, there is none in the muzzle. So if you guys could go ahead and look for something that will give you horizontal recoil control, like the precision foregrip, you might want to go ahead and do that instead, all right? So if you're only using 5 attachments, this one's not going to be worth it for you. If you're really good at controlling vertical, it doesn't really matter. Now let's get into the firing range, all right, guys? So trust me, make your own classes. Meta classes are cool, but you got to focus on where you're actually struggling at. Now in the firing range, forget these guys, forget any of that. We're just going to pull down the little white sheet here, and I want to show you guys two things, all right? One of them, this is shooting my gun without controlling the recoil, okay? Just to see the recoil pattern. So now I know for the first few shots, it's only vertical. So I got to hold down on my stick for the first few shots, but then after it becomes vertical and horizontal, okay? It gets really hard and really weird to control there. So I'm going to have to hold down and kind of left on my stick in order to actually be nice and straight. Now, I could shoot straight. I'm going to show you guys this right now. I could definitely shoot straight. I shot a mannequin, didn't mean to do that, but I could shoot straight. I don't have to worry about anything like that. I'm pretty nice at it, but you want to get to a point where you could do this as well. So hold down. You don't have to like physically pull down on that joystick with both hands or anything. It's not that hard. It's actually, I barely move my thumb in order to do this. But another thing you guys could do, and I'm going to show you this without touching my joystick again, I'm just going to go left and right like this as I'm shooting, okay? And you guys can see it's already a lot tighter than this one right here. Now, granted, I probably did have some aim assist on that little mannequin down there, but it is a lot tighter. I don't think it's supposed to be this tight. I think it was supposed to be a little bit higher, but that dude's in the way. His aim assist is screwing me up. But as you guys can see, I just wanted to get my point across. When you strafe, your gun gets rid of a lot of the horizontal recoil. It doesn't fully get rid of it, but when you strafe, which is left and right like this in the gunfight, your rotational aim assist kicks in, which we saw that with this guy right here. But not only that, your horizontal recoil kind of minimizes, not to the point where it's completely gone, but to a point where it's very easy to control. And even though I didn't really control it here, you guys could see just how simple and how easy it was for me to kind of stay within a tight area. So make sure that you guys strafe left and right in a gunfight to help you out as well. So this is right here is without controlling at all. This right here is myself just controlling it, and this is me not really controlling it while strafing left and right in small little strafes just like that. And the other good thing about strafing left and right is that when you are strafing in a gunfight, you do become very hard to hit. You become a harder target. If the enemy isn't good at tracking you, he's going to have to get good mid gunfight, or else he's going to lose that gunfight. Now, there's one other thing I want to talk about. We spoke about recoil control, we spoke about attachments, we spoke about tracking, but now I want to talk about strafing and making yourself a hard target to hit. And I want to show you guys something pretty cool here, all right? And this is something that has to do with Omni movement. And if you're not using Omni movement to the correct way yet, you're probably not going to be doing good. Now, a lot of people know sliding is a little overpowered. Aim assist when an enemy's trying to shoot you as you're sliding is very weak. But a lot of people slide like this. They'll run, they'll slide, they'll turn, and then right here, I'm caught in the open. Right? That's not good. Even if there's someone in this doorway, I'm now standing in the open. I am a very easy target. Even though I slid here, I stopped right here. And that's because a lot of people, when they slide, they just slide straight and then turn. And look, I'm stuck in the open again. It's not good, right? So what I'm going to recommend you guys do, and this is really, really nice. You're going to run, all right? You're going to sprint, you're going to jump, and you're going to slide at the same time. This is going to make you go a lot further. Now, just to show you guys, at this wheel here, that's where I'm going to start a regular slide and turn. Well, that one kind of messed up. Let me show you guys that again. I'm going to do a regular slide and turn here. And yeah, okay, even with the jump at the end, I did kind of make it a little back here, but I'm really out in the open. It's not good. Now, I'm going to jump at this wheel, but turn before I actually slide. So to show you guys, I'm not going to go like this. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to jump, turn, and then slide as I land, all right? So it's very easy. What you're going to do is you're going to run, you're going to sprint, you're going to jump, turn, slide, all right? Just to show you guys. So now we're going to do it. Pretend this is a real game scenario. We're just going to go like this. And right there, as you guys can see, you are far. And the slide is fast. I think I only stopped because I hit this barrier right here. But the good thing about that is mid-slide, I could be shooting here. And then I'm crouched. So I'm hidden. And then I pop up and continue shooting. So there's two good things with that right there. If the enemy's standing right here, and there's someone waiting for you, by the time you slide on their screen, they'll have no idea where you are. They won't be able to keep up with you. Their aim assist won't be able to keep up. They'll try and find you, and then they'll think you're somewhere behind here, and then you pop up way out here rather than there. You're going to catch them off guard, and you could do this in different areas of the map. So you could do it like right here, for example, just turn, slide, pop up again, and then shoot them if that thing wasn't there, if that little fence wasn't there. But Nuketown's a really hard map to show you guys good examples on, but it is what it is, right? So just do that instead, and it's a G slide kind of. So what you're going to do, like I said, you're going to turn like that, and then pop up, and I keep hitting this. You could go really far, and it makes you really, really fast. Now, if you don't want to practice that, if you don't want to get good at G-sliding or anything, I understand it. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you're at least strafing like this, left to right in the gunfight. Throw on attachments that are going to make your ADS movement speed a lot faster and stuff, and just be really hard to hit. Stand behind objects like this car rather than right here, and just make yourself a hard target. Now, just to show you guys one last time, in slow motion, kind of, you're going to be sprinting, you're going to jump and turn, and then you're going to slide as you land, all right? So it really, to show you guys, it brings you really far. If I didn't hit the sign again, I keep hitting stuff. I probably would have ended the slide right here, and I began it pretty much right over here. So it's really far, it's really fast, and it's something you guys need to practice. That's going to be it for the video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, there's notifications turned on. I am the only one here right now, so I would appreciate some likes on this video to make me feel less lonely. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I never noticed this. It's actually kind of nice. Peace.